Welcome to the Group Chat Chronicles. I'm your host, Dev. With me this episode, we have Leak. What's up, Leak?
Yo, what's up, good people?
And on this episode, we have a special guest entering the chat. We got Nassan. What's up, yo?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
What up, bruh?
Yeah, what's up? Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy.
Oh, fuck it. Oh,
Yeah.
What else? Oh, yeah. And on this podcast, we always give our own takes on a lot of topics. And as always, we want to thank the listeners and the watchers for supporting. And if you're new to the show, we always go over what we have been tuned into to start, whether that be music, movies, books, TV shows, other podcasts, or whatever. So, Leak, what have you been tuned into?
Just going on now to go off my little spill. Realest Richest Youngin, Roddy Racks, heavy rotation.
Mhm.
I don't know if my homeboy's still locked up, but free that man. Baby Money, motivational purposes only. I mean, that shit was hard. I tapped in a Reason I Love You Again. I thought that was decent. I don't know if y'all still fucking with Reason since he gone from CDE. I don't know.
He corny, man.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if niggas still fucking with bro.
I mean, he can rap, but what he corny, man.
I mean, I
Dude,
get that shit. I get
Yo,
it.
do what you gotta
It
do
was
to get
just,
out.
it was wrong.
Do what you gotta do to get out.
But I think that's what he had to do to get out at the same time.
He corny at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, but
A little bit of Life is Beautiful, Larry June and 2 Chainz. Not too much though, as I thought I would be listening to be honest.
Same.
It's a little bit on the slower side.
that's how I felt about his Larry June and Alchemist shit last year.
Yeah, like it was just a little
Right.
too slow. But I mean, overall some cool shit.
Yeah.
I mean, see, I've been tuned in the shows I could say this go around. I watched The Cage on Netflix. That was good. The Madness. That was based out here in PA. I don't know if y'all saw that one. That was good. Basically, it's about the guy. He was like a CNN reporter or whatever, and basically, white supremacists got killed next to him when he was on vacation. They tried to frame him like he did it, like the different,
In Pennsylvania?
Yeah, he was he was in the Poconos.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but basically it was based in Philly though. The guy was like in Philly. I think they even came through or they mentioned York in the joint. Like, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. That's about it though.
All right. What about you, bro?
Me? Oh, man. I've been listening to, as far as music, I've been listening to a lot of Chase Shakur. He's like a singer. Yeah, singer.
I'm familiar with yo. He
Focus on me. Yeah, that's my joint. I've been on that, and he got another joint. I think it's called Liberance. That joint's fire. TV shows. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't watch TV. I really don't. I really write.
Same.
There you go.
And when I do, I have like something like just YouTube playing. But you guys are probably gonna laugh. My two shows that I always just have playing when I'm writing is either Good Times or Modern Family. So those two shows. Yeah.
That's real black of you,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause man, Good Times, like, I mean, you know me, you guys know me, like that's my persona, like JJ Evans, Dynamite, like that's who I feel like I was or I am, you know what I mean? Just the life lessons, being goofy, trying to be funny.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, Florida Evans, man. That's worst TV mom.
Yeah, man. Like that's I know every episode, seasons, all 6. Like, yeah, that's my show. But I don't like really keep up. The last show I really watched was Power.
Okay.
And the Tyreek one. That I was like really updated with that. And once that ended, I'm like back to writing.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I know for me, music, that Larry June and 2 Chainz.
Okay.
Weekend.
Yeah, that sounds about right for you. What Met the Stallion with Glorilla?
No, they ain't drop.
Glorilla.
I'm fucking with it.
I like Glorilla.
They did drop. I would fuck with it.
I like
yeah.
Glorilla.
Oh,
I like
sorry.
Glorilla.
Speaking of Glow, she got a song with Jello.
Oh yeah, that's
Really?
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one LeVar Ball was singing?
Yup.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, they put that out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to tap in.
It's
I
alright.
low-key
It's
was fucking with
alright.
that.
I don't like Jello as a rapper. Like once you get past the swerve on that, and it's like, what is he saying? Like, I don't like that. You know
It's
what I'm
party
saying?
music. It's music you ain't really supposed to think about like
Nah,
that.
you
It's just
not.
got a nice beat, nice hook.
Yeah.
I like conscious music, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you like to think, which
Yeah.
Like, oh, he said this mean that, this, that, and the third. You like that type shit.
I wouldn't be off topic, but like the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake, how do you guys like? How do you guys really see that? Do you guys see that more of like a marketing thing, or do you think he was really trying to kill him?
Both.
I mean, both. But like, my thing is, I feel like people just like forgot Kendrick was some like one of the greatest to ever do it
Yeah.
because they personally don't like him, which was whatever.
Mhm.
So I feel like that played a part in it in the ass whooping. But it is a marketing thing because he about to go on tour.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like
All the Grammys and the Super Bowl is just like it's crazy.
Yeah. Like, definitely marketing too. Like the way him and Dave Free set that up, that was. But Drake really set up the alley oop with that one joint. I forgot what was the song, but the song after he dropped, what's it called?
Like the
Not
little,
Like Us.
Oh yeah.
That it'd draw people to that song. Cause he literally said in the fucking song, like, yeah, I like that other shit you put out. That mic could go.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker actually went. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, if you really think about it, in the grand scheme of things, Drake kind of A&R that shit.
Okay, yeah. I
Give
didn't
it,
think
Drake,
about it
what's
that way.
that? Kendrick just go with his mouth. Someone give him a Grammy right now. That nigga want like 5 of them shits.
Yeah.
Like,
And then big as the Super Bowl.
motherfucker is in the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah. It's
like he A&R that shit. When you
Exactly.
think about
it's a prophecy. It was his prophecy.
I mean, speaking of Drake, that Drake and P&D, some sexy songs for you.
I like it. I ain't gonna lie.
it.
It takes me back to my high school days.
Yeah,
You know what I
this
mean?
ain't-
Smoking Reggie.
Not Reggie.
Yeah, come on, man.
I mean,
you don't remember Drake and
yeah,
Reggie?
yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, shit. I mean,
Trust issues.
the way I look, it's what you expect from a Drake and party album.
Yeah.
It was the give me a hug when I ain't fuck with that.
Why you ain't fuck with that?
Nah, that shit was a little. I don't know. I ain't feel right. I'm gonna put it that way.
Why?
I don't know. Like, see, like he's just begging strippers for a hug in the whole song.
Mm,
That's how I interpreted it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe I'm not that much of a Drake fan no more. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's not. It stirred a lot of people differently. Like I was like, can I listen to Drake anymore? Like, is this okay to listen to? Like, I'm
I mean,
listening
you
to it in my
can,
car.
like-
Nah, like,
I ain't gonna
definitely
lie.
could listen to
I ain't gonna
Drake.
lie.
Yeah,
I ain't
but
gonna
it's
lie.
just
some,
like-
yeah, some people definitely picked a side for whatever
Yeah,
reason. Which,
for sure.
I don't know.
Like, what is this one? I just heard it. It was just like it didn't give me smooth Drake. It gave me like, hey, I actually need some attention. Give me attention.
Yeah, like, I don't
And that's
know.
not Drake though. Drake like, fuck you and your attention. I am the attention. Like,
Like we was going on with prophecies. Kendrick Lamar, he said, I like Drake when he sings and not when he raps.
Yeah.
and my man really started singing
And he
again.
starts. And see, that's why I'm saying, like, is it all marketing? Because they're saying what's happening, and it's happening. You know what I mean? It's like almost like WWE, man.
Facts.
Speaking of, man,
Oh shit.
That's my joint. That hill turn.
yo.
I was watching that,
Me-
and like, man?
Oh, no, yeah, I fuck with WWE. You good?
I was flabbergasted because he was just like how everything played out when The Rock did that. I'm like, oh, what the? And then he just did that. I was like, oh man, John Cena's a hill. Now I'm a hill, man.
Real
Now,
shit.
now
Like,
I gotta
yo,
be that.
like, yeah, y'all wasn't 20. Y'all ain't 20 years in with this shit.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. And
I wasn't
my wife, she's like, why are you so hyped? Like, I'm like, you don't understand what's going on.
Real shit.
This guy,
Yo,
Chain Gang, Cena.
Exactly. I was there when he won his first title.
I was there when he
Was
won
there
his
when he
first
won his
title.
When he was bloody, when he fought JBL in that I
Yeah.
Quit match, all bloody and shit.
Yeah,
When he held that shit for almost a year, I was
the
there.
spinner belts, the Chain Gang.
I was there.
I was there for all of that,
Damn.
and now I can't even imagine the promos that he's gonna do. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, how is he gonna be a heel?
I mean, I'm not mad at it, for real.
I mean, I was talking to somebody about it, and it makes perfect sense. Have Cena go heel, have him win the championship at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now he has more than Ric Flair. He's the ultimate best, and then he loses the championship by the end of the year at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Lose at SummerSlam, and then I
Yep.
feel like he gonna fight The Rock, wrestle The Rock, as his last match. Or it should be Randy Orton, but I feel like he's gonna wrestle The Rock his last match.
Definitely should be Randy Orton. They had crazy beef.
I don't know, because whatever happened to Roman Reigns,
yeah.
like
He
whatever
came
happened
back.
to that ring?
Monday.
Okay. See, I'm not tapped in, but when it needs to be tapped in, I'm
Yeah.
tapped in. You see what I'm saying? When I
Yeah.
need to tap in, I need to tap
Yeah.
in. But yeah, that's crazy. John Cena's a hill. I'm a hill. So yeah, if you see me, F you.
Yeah. No pun. But,
Yeah, no diddy.
No diddy.
Yeah, no diddy. No diddy.
and I just, but yeah, oh yeah, Abbott Elementary came back. Well, I just started watching that. It
Oh,
came back
I gotta
on.
get back on it. I do love that show though. I
that's
just
my
got hot
shit.
back.
That
I like
shit's-
Tyler. I like him. Tyler James.
Yeah, Tyler James. Yeah.
Yeah.
That show hilarious.
Let It Shine.
Came a long way too.
Yeah, Let It Shine is my movie,
Facts.
man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Shout out to Coco Jones.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oof. Good woman. But nah, but everybody about to come back on, so.
Yo, always gotta slide that in there. Let's say go woman.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna start. So I saw this topic on I think X. They basically ask, when is it an appropriate time to ask serious questions in the talking stage? Which examples could be politics or finances or stuff like that. So
Shit,
yeah,
I say first date.
damn.
Yeah.
Get it out the way. Yo,
I
we
was
grown,
thinking about
bruh.
it. I was thinking first, maybe the second date, because I feel like the first date is more like getting to know the person. Like,
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
the
what's your credit
person.
score?
Nah, come on, man. Nah,
Do you
I feel
pay
like
people
that's
back?
that's too pressy, man. You can't press on, especially if it's a female. But I mean, I feel like females nowadays, they want what they can't maintain.
Ah shit.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga did.
No, I'm saying
Niggas
like,
get on the podcast
nah,
going crazy.
nah, I'm not. I'm saying as far as like, women want. I don't know how I'm gonna say this, because like I've experienced like women, they want something but they can't. They
Obtain
don't.
it themselves.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, you
I do
want a
kinda
man.
Get it? Some females are like that.
You
Yeah.
can't. It's not being reciprocated. Like, I want a man like this and this and this, but look at how your lifestyle is. Like, how you
shit.
gonna get a man with this type of lifestyle? And it's like, oh, you're a hater. You're a hater. No, I'm not hating on anything. I just want to understand your mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm not downing women or anything. I'm just speaking from my experience.
Yeah.
So I just feel like with that question, I just feel like, maybe the second or third date, hey, you know what I mean? Who you voting for? You know what I'm saying? Who'd you vote for?
I mean, the way I look at it from the political side, like, we gotta be honest, like, y'all just want to know if they voted for Trump or not.
Yeah.
Like y'all really don't care about their political views. Let's
No.
be honest here.
But no, I mean,
I
there
low
are
key do.
women.
I want to know the because you know me, I don't give a fuck about either side for real, for real. It's just more or less who's gonna bring the best to the table.
Women
who's
are
gonna
really
do
like
the
that,
better
bro.
job. That's kind of my thing.
I mean,
I want to know more or less your thoughts. Like, what's your thoughts on women's rights? And just other things.
I know for me, it's like, if I get pressed like that on a first or second date, I'm turned off. I'm turned off.
Okay.
But see, yeah, in my opinion, we don't need to have a second or third date then. In my opinion, because I'm getting to know you.
Yeah.
That's like at least, I mean, for adulthood, that's at least like 30%.
Yeah.
I gotta know everything. I gotta know what
I
I'm
mean,
getting
I feel
into.
like, I don't know, I feel like cool 2-3 weeks in.
And I'm not saying like if a person, you know what I'm saying, if somebody was a Kamala fan and the other person was a Trump fan or whatever the fuck, y'all still can't continue to date.
I mean, shit.
Like, I think, if folk be actual adults, you can have different views and still coexist with each other. But,
Yeah.
I still gotta know who the fuck I'm working with.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
With you saying that, you got to see what you're working with. Would you rather a female with a car, but she lives with her parents, or she lives by herself, but she takes the bus?
I'm cool with either or. Cause I feel like at the end of the day, you still grinding for a better you.
Okay.
I'm still grinding for a better me at the end of the day. I'm
At this
far from
age,
perfect.
too. Like, we're about
Yeah,
to be
at
30.
our age, we not at 30.
Yeah.
That shit around the corner.
yeah, bro. Like, with me, I know shit happens. So it's like, if she's trying to better her situation, I can't be too mad.
I can't be mad at that at all.
Now, if she's really not like if she's cool on getting a car, if she's cool living with her parents, I might.
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta want more.
Yeah,
for sure, gotta
absolutely,
want more.
absolutely.
But yeah, I don't.
Okay, it's interesting.
Yeah, that's it. As far as I feel like just with guys and women in general, like some guys give a fuck, but like I feel like overall guys don't really give a fuck. We just want to know if you got a good head on your shoulders.
Nah,
Shit.
no.
I'm
Shit,
saying
I'll
for
give
the
a
most
fuck.
part.
I give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
I give a
you
fuck.
care, but is it like how can I put it? Like if you see Shorty got the drive to go and get it, does her current situation really matter?
What's her current situation?
It could be fucked up. She probably got, I don't know, a little bit of debt behind her shit.
How fuck?
Let's say
like,
she tried. I don't know what's it called, like cosmetology school or something.
Kids.
She owe like 15K. You know what I'm saying? Might got a kid or two. I'm
Is
joking
she-
with you all the time. Stepdad, Dave. Like,
Is she like?
like,
That's what I'm saying. She's trying to like better herself. Like, is it like?
that's what I'm saying.
But
That's
what-
what I'm trying to say. As long as the woman is trying to better herself, I think as far as a guy is concerned, for the most part, we're not really too worried about like the superficial shit. Like, oh, she drive a Benz, or oh, she
Yeah.
had like. We kind of don't give a fuck. It's like, do you got a good head on your shoulders and can you fucking cook?
Yeah. But let me ask you this. I do have a question. What is bettering herself? Like what do you define bettering herself? Because I mean, if she got a job, if she's stable, like people be like, oh yeah, well she gotta have a job, blah blah blah. Like having a job and doing all that, that's maintaining life. So what is that getting better? What is that? What does that look like to you?
Like the way I look at it, like she gotta have a job first off.
See, but that's like life. you gotta have a job.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that though, because you got some women that's living just straight off the system. They living straight off of handouts. So you gotta get a woman that at least have a job and maintaining some kind of initiative. You get what I'm saying?
I
You
didn't
gotta
look at it
give
that
her.
way. Yeah, okay.
You gotta give her
Yeah,
because
like- yeah,
there's
like-
some that's out here literally not doing dick.
I don't live around that, so I forgot that that's the thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I mean-
you know what I mean. So that is for at least for me, not to cut you off. I want you to finish, but like, nah, that's important for sure.
Okay.
yeah. Like I feel like you just can't like be at the bottom or like very low on a totem pole. I guess.
Right.
Like if you got a job, like if you're trying, cool.
At least trying.
Yeah.
Like, cause at the end of the day, it's a man's job to help navigate. I ain't saying go this way, go that way, but to at least help navigate. So, a woman going bump her head, hell, a man on his own going bump his head. You gotta coexist together to make it all work out. It's yin and yang, literally.
Okay. I feel
That
you.
shit important, bro.
But I don't think I'd talk about political views ever. I don't think that'd ever be a conversation unless the woman brings it up. Like, hey, I'm like, well, why does that even matter?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
it matters.
It's your foundation, bro. That's why it matters.
Okay.
Cause like again, for me, it's not necessarily, and I think people look at it like a Trump Kamala thing.
See, that's
it's like
how I see
nah, it's not that. It's your where's your moral standpoint, more or less, on certain situations and events.
Okay.
Where is your mindset on that kind of stuff?
I feel you.
Like I'm more or less, what's some things you want to see changed in the world, kind of thing. Not like, oh, you voted for Kamala, you fought with the Pride people or whatever. No offense to, we love y'all,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah, co-host is one of them.
just-
Come on, bro.
big facts.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
Shout out to Roxanne. But it's just it's just more or less where you standpoint on just moral.
Okay.
That's where I feel like the political come in. At least for me, I can't speak on everybody else, but for me, that's how I look at it.
See, I feel like it depends. Like if I'm looking at it, because I dealt with a lot of racism with the whole Trump being like, you know what I'm saying? Like my job, it's like, I don't know. It just, I look at it as like a race thing, and I shouldn't look at it that way. So I just don't.
To some regard, it's definitely a race
Yeah,
thing.
it is.
But see, I don't want to look at it that way, man. Because if you see somebody black, like, yeah, man, Trump's getting this, but then you look at him like, come on, man, like you in the house, you know what I mean?
Facts.
I don't,
Real
but
shit.
like I don't. But he's just really, that's just his political views, like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like we can't just look at this person like that, like. That's why I just like I don't want to get involved with it at all, man.
Yeah.
It's rather
Politics
not.
is just tricky in
Oh,
general,
yeah.
in my
Facts.
opinion.
It is because everybody just voted for Obama because he was black, blah blah blah. Like,
Word.
you see what I'm saying? And now it's like Trump. Everybody just voting for him because they don't want a woman president. It's like,
Right.
Yeah.
dang, man. Like, it's always that reason. You know what I'm saying?
It's always something.
And if you voted for Trump, you're racist. Like, I don't say that, but like that's the perception of people
Of some
give.
people, for
Shit.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, some definitely are a little bit on the racist side. Not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think even on the spiritual matter, that shit matter too. Like, you don't want to be on a date with somebody like, and they like straight atheists or some shit. You a
that don't
Christian
bother
believer.
me. I'm gonna say that don't bother me.
Yeah.
Not if you
religion
try
doesn't
to build
bother
a
me.
family and all that,
That shit don't
shit.
bother me, bro.
Yeah, religion doesn't bother me.
Like I mean, like I feel like
Really?
no. I mean, like I believe, but I'm not like you got. I don't go to
So
church.
you think you could start a family with a non-believer?
Yeah.
No comment.
You really think you could start a family with a non-believer?
Yes.
Word.
Yes.
Damn.
I just believe. I don't go to church. I just.
I
Believe.
mean, as far as like going to church and all that, that's something different. I
Like,
barely
that's what
go
I'm
to
saying.
church. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm saying. I'm not really tapped into to a faith for me to like be like, nah, you're atheist. I can't date you. Nah.
Yeah, that's crazy. You got to at least try to believe in something.
How? Like.
Nah,
See,
you gotta believe in something.
I
in
don't know,
life.
man. I got a poem called Church where I'm talking, like I wrote a poem of me talking to a girl who's in the church, but I'm like rebuttaling it, you know what I mean, back and forth, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's just, it's very interesting to think about, you know what I'm saying? Because I say, talking to God could be good for your health. And I asked her, how can I believe in something more than myself? Now that could sound like narcissistic, kinda, but then it's like at the end of the day, like me believing in myself, me believing in a higher power, it's like I don't feel like that helps me specifically. When I think like, okay, Nassan, you got this, and people be like, okay, that's just the spirit talking to you through you. You know what I'm saying? But like,
But that's exactly what, because we're a child
Yeah.
of the higher power at
But
the
it's
end of the
something-
day.
Hey,
So
some
like,
people don't believe in that.
yeah, I'm
which
trying
is
to learn that.
crazy to me. Like
Yo, I'm
trying to learn.
everybody has their superpower.
So let me ask you this.
Everybody had whatever it might be.
Let me ask you this. Do you think manifestation is witchcraft?
I feel like faith without hard work is dead. So people basically saying, because when you say manifest, some people could be like, oh, I want this podcast to hit 1,000,000 views. Oh, I want this podcast to hit 1,000,000 views. But it's like, nah, are you actually putting the precautionary steps to make that shit happen or be prepared to when that does come?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be ready for what's next after that kind of thing?
You gonna answer
know
his
what I
question?
mean? Did I not answer the question?
No, he asked if it was
One more time.
witchcraft. He asked if it was witchcraft.
Dang.
I don't know. So that's no. No, because I feel like witchcraft is something like you say a mantra or whatever. And
But we speak, but that's speaking things into existence then. So is that witchcraft? It's all
No.
manifestation.
no, because I feel like it's not just manifestation. Like you still got to put the work in behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm
But-
saying. If
but
you're
you gotta
now, if you're
pray.
saying, hey, I want to save 50,000,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
But you're actually putting the work man hours. You got 2-3 jobs, and you're really saving X amount to get to your end goal. Then no, that's not witchcraft. But I don't believe me just saying something over and over again and then it's just happening. I don't believe in that.
Okay.
I don't know if that answers the question, but that's how I interpret
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Hey, I just feel like sometimes when you pray, I just think about it's like manifestation. Like, you know what I mean? You're praying, you're thinking, you
Mhm.
want something, and you got to do the same thing. If you manifest it, you got to get to it. If you're praying, you got to get to it.
Yeah.
Regardless, you got to get to it. So, like, I feel like it's just all what motivates you as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Prayer, I feel like it's a mindset thing.
Yeah, I can't pray, man. I
It's
feel like I'm
definitely a mindset
manifesting. Like I
thing.
feel like I'm manifesting.
But
Yeah.
if that's how you want to word it, but essentially you are, even when you pray.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
I
when you
agree.
pray for better for somebody, you're essentially manifesting it. But hopefully, as a brother, sister in Christ, for whoever you're praying for, you're actually in their lives to try to help better them if you can. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a on the how I look at it, it takes more than just prayer. Cause like you said, you could pray all day, but you till your face turn blue.
Yeah, but you still
But
gotta put
if
in
you're
that
not
work.
putting in
Yeah.
no work behind the prayer,
I mean, granted, you
God's
can
just
get-
kind of like, all right, yeah, that's cool.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You can like get lucky, and it just happens. but,
Oh,
like,
of course.
So
You
it's
still-
lucky. So it's luck. It's not God's design.
It's always
if you ain't
God
putting in,
design.
yeah, but like if you ain't putting in the work,
Everything
it's like,
is God design, bro.
But what if you don't believe?
Huh?
But what if you don't believe?
But you have to believe in something. If you don't believe in nothing as a human being, to me, that just I can't even fathom that thought. Like, how can you? Like, you just woke up in no conscious. Like, you just woke up with consciousness.
I mean, I
Just
think
because you're human and
I
you're
think-
better than every living
Nah, I
thing.
think
Yeah, nah.
I think the
Like, that's
reason
crazy
I think
to
the reason for non-beliefs, I could be wrong. I think the issue is just like all the things that happen in their life. Like
Mm-hmm.
it could be their life could be terrible, but
For
they
sure.
kept praying, trying to put in the work, but it was just terrible throughout.
It's a part of the testimony.
Like, why should they believe? Why should they believe?
It's a part of the testimony. I hate to sound like a church person.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
It's
I mean,
the
like,
truth,
don't get me wrong.
bro.
Don't get me wrong. I get what you're saying, but
Yeah,
at the
for
same
sure.
time, like, I feel like that's why people don't believe though.
Man,
Yeah.
what's the saying? God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers.
Yeah.
Bro, that's just one of them shits I live on.
Motherfuckers been at war since they was kids, bro.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
damn.
But guess what? You at war with just life in general might be showing somebody else to do something quite different to make their life that much better. It's not always about us, bro.
Hey, listen.
Your life might be a quote unquote waste, so another motherfucker can see what not to do.
Yeah.
So they can grow and do that great thing that could change society. That's how deep the shit really get, bro.
Shout out to Cal Weary. That's what he is to us. Like what you were just talking about. Like he literally, that seed was planted in all of us. And it's like, yo, power of the tongue.
Power of the tongue,
Yeah.
bro.
Power of the tongue.
Like that's what I was saying. Like when he asked the witchcraft question, it's like I said, I just feel like witchcraft is just like you saying something, mixing like a formula or whatever.
That's
and
not
then
the case at all.
Like
Yeah, okay.
this
Yeah.
shit, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I see
Like,
what you're saying.
Nah, like you gotta put in work behind whatever the fuck you talk about, whatever the fuck it is. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
You have to. If you don't, it's dead weight. It's just there.
Yeah.
Like I said, God's just like, all right, cool. Start.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's seriously. I was writing down my goals, but I wasn't going to no open mics or nothing. And the second I started going to open mics, boom, and then boom, and then boom,
Shit start clicking,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
you literally wrote down, hey, I want to start going to open mics.
Yeah,
Then you started going to open mics.
yeah,
Then God was like, all right, here go another one.
yeah.
There go another one.
Mhm.
All right, oh, you was into this too. Do that. We gonna talk about that later.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
that's literally
Yeah.
how it works.
Power of the tongue.
That's how it works.
I don't-
Laws of attraction, whatever you
Laws
want
of
to call
attraction.
it.
I like that. I like laws
Church
of
people
attraction.
say the Holy Spirit. It's all. If you
Yeah.
ask
Oh,
me,
okay.
they're all tiered to the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
I feel
however
like-
you take your understanding.
Whatever gets you by.
Exactly. That's more or less how I look at it.
So yeah, so people can be non-believers and shit, right?
Nah.
I
believe
didn't,
in
yeah,
something.
what? You can't
Got
believe
it.
in yourself?
Bro, if you believe in yourself, then you believe in a higher power. How can you believe in yourself and not believe in a higher power? That's crazy work.
Bro.
Like,
That's again, to me, it makes zero sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense
But-
to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Believing in yourself, but not a higher power.
Yeah.
So you just the shit, huh?
Who, me? Not me.
No,
I
not
don't
you
think that. I'm about to
specifically.
say,
I know
whoa,
that's not what
whoa.
you.
Why does it
My
gotta
man
be-
don't think like that. But like,
Why does it gotta be like that? Like, why do you have to be like, oh yeah, you're better than God, not thinking about God, but like me, I get me by. You know what I'm saying? Me thinking about me gets me by, not me thinking of God.
are you ultimate creation?
I don't know.
What
know
do you mean you don't know?
I'm saying, what
You're
if
a
our,
son of ultimate creation.
what if we are our own gods?
Bro, you are.
That's what
You're
I'm
a
saying.
son of the ultimate creation, my boy.
So Jesus Christ was real?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he was a real person.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie.
Jesus was a real person, bro.
No.
Now the story of God. I mean,
Yeah,
the story of
that's-
Jesus.
The story of Jesus, as far as like what part? Like, what do you mean? Now, if we could talk like
Nah.
the semantics and
Yeah,
all of that,
how do we even
I
get
don't,
here?
I'm not even.
How do we
I'm
get
not,
here?
I'm not even fucking.
Yeah, how did we get here?
compatible to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a nearby question. Shout out to bro.
Yeah, shout out. Shout out to bro.
But like, I'm speaking more or less as far as believing in something. You have to believe in something, even if crazy enough is yourself. Hey, motherfucker, that's what it is. But at the end of the day, you're still the son or the daughter of the ultimate creator. Whoever you interpret that to be, I really don't give a fuck.
But my thing is, though, what if somebody doesn't believe there's no ultimate creator?
So then, what do you believe?
Evolution.
If it's nothing,
Evolution.
that makes no sense.
Evolution.
Then you believe evolution is the ultimate creator.
Man, the
God
Big
controlled, but
Bang.
again,
Bro.
for me, God controlled evolution.
I don't believe in evolution.
Like,
Neither.
it's like even if you do believe in that, like that's cool, but understand, like the cause and effect is always God, bro. It's
Yeah,
always the ultimate creator, always.
What if they do? What if they don't believe in that shit? I keep asking you.
Like, it's like, what do you mean? Like I said, that shit don't even click right with
Some
me
people
in the
just
head.
like-
It's just like you don't, but like, so you don't believe in your consciousness?
I mean,
Like
the way I
what
look
do you
at it,
mean
if
you
you're
don't believe in anything?
if your point is like you believe in something, whether it's yourself, cool, I get
Bro,
it.
you gotta believe in something.
But like in terms of
Yeah,
like
so.
in terms of like you gotta believe in a higher power. That's when it's like some people don't believe there's a higher power.
So it's like, what do you think of life? For the people that think like that, it's like, what do you just think of life? Like,
I don't know.
you're just here to be here.
I feel like this is a better conversation for atheists.
Yeah, I'm
Real
not.
talks, we all believers for the most part.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not fully an atheist, but like I just have questions that I just
Yeah.
don't feel like were answered to where I can believe it. Like it's not believable. Like this whole Adam and Eve, and it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
It's
where I'm
just-
at with it, bro.
It's just I
Okay.
don't the story. Like yeah, I've heard the story different times. It's like I don't really believe the Bible. Do I believe there's a God? Yes, because when I'm writing, and this is just for me. When I'm
Yeah.
writing, I'm like, where am I coming up with these thoughts? You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Where are these thoughts coming from? Like I just put this bar together. Where did this come from? It has to come from a higher power, bro.
Of
It has
course.
to.
Yes.
And I feel like that's when I'm depressed, that's when I tap into that godly form. Like when I'm at the lowest of low, that's when my superpower kicks in. Like what you said earlier. And I've been believing that. And purpose too.
Yeah.
People coming into your life and like I'm really meeting people and it's like, bro, like I was meant to meet you. Like I'm meant to meet you, and the reason why I met you is the reason why I did this. It's like
Exactly.
purpose.
That's rest.
Yeah.
That's how I think, man. Like for the non-believers, I mean, hey, bro.
Shout out to the non-believers.
Shout out to the
Yeah,
non-believers too. Hopefully, you get to believe in something one day. Bro.
Damn, nigga. Like
You gotta believe in something, bro. I
Bro.
don't care if it's God, Allah, yourself. It's always a high.
Why you putting
purpose of
pressure on
life
the
than just you.
non-believers?
Yeah, for real.
You
Bro,
gotta believe in
because-
something.
I mean, it's not even pressure. It's just, in my opinion, common sense, bro. Don't be so self-centered.
How's that being? That's not being
See,
self-centered though.
Self-centered.
That's kind of being self-centered.
I don't
Hey,
think that's
bruh.
being self-centered. Like
I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of like I said earlier, I feel like a lot of non-believers just had
And
like
even
a
like
terrible life.
the stories, right? Like of the Bible. Keep it 100 for me. Is it true to the T, all of them? Probably not. But like I guarantee you that story that might not be true to the T has like an ultimate meaning behind it. That is a true meaning that you can go with and take throughout life.
I feel like I meet people and they tell me stories about their lives and I take that on. I'm like, yo, that's the same thing. Like I just feel like we're all disciples of everybody's lives.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
History repeats itself as well.
So you think God's coming, Jesus Christ is coming back?
Bro, it's maybe not Jesus Christ like how
See?
they imagine, but
Yo,
a form of
see?
it, hell yeah. It's gonna happen, bro.
They've been saying
We in
that
Revelations
since-
right now. Facts. Word to the
Yeah,
grandma.
Hey, listen,
Like
you
we
know, I ain't
there.
gonna lie.
Shout
10
out to grandma.
toes. Shout out to
We
grandma.
Shout out
definitely
to
are.
grandma.
Yo, like that's what I'm saying. Like, again, as far as the stories and the semantics, is it gonna be to the T? Bro, probably not.
No story's gonna be to the T.
Nah.
But is the ultimate picture that storyteller is trying to paint, so to speak, it's there. You just gotta look at the shit and understand it. If you don't understand, ask for help. Ask your brothers and sisters.
Ask your local pastor.
Yo, real shit
Yeah,
though. Like,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to, I'm
Absolutely not. I
not
feel
force
you.
feeding church. I'm not even going to church like that. I'm far from perfect, but like,
Yeah,
again, that's just how I'm wired to think, man. That's how I'm wired.
yeah. I respect it. For
Purpose
sure.
and all this shit. Bro.
Purpose. That's what it all boils down to. Purpose, man. I think we all have a purpose in life, and like
It's finding your purpose.
it's finding your purpose
Yeah.
for sure.
So yeah, we gonna move on. I like
That was a
good
great talk.
conversation.
Yeah.
Good conversation. But yeah. So speaking of dating, do y'all think it's okay to have fun dating after a certain age?
I feel like after a while, you kind of gotta. Well, it depends on the person. It depends on the person.
Yeah.
Some people aren't really equipped with the whole commitment, settle down.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But for the person that is equipped in fighting that, I think that's where the problem lies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what's the question again? I'm sorry.
All right. Is it okay to have fun? Is it okay to have fun dating after a certain age?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just about the person, because there's different personalities. There's outgoing people, and it's just like that's just their personality. They're just a a fun person, but then it's like there's people who aren't outgoing and then they try to be something that they're not, and that's where it like tarnishes. But I think anything after 30 years old, you gotta like chill out. Like social media, like you know what I mean. Like I just feel like that's just where I'm my mindset at least. Like I'm going towards like okay, like me posting on social media is like I'm not posting like no. To be honest, I'm not posting no
Facts.
like my you know what I mean picture PC for PC. You know what I mean? Some people won't even get that, but yeah, I think at our time in our life right now, if we're going to utilize the internet, is like for now, like doing this. You know what I'm saying? Promoting yourself, but I guess promoting yourself. I don't know. I never been in like dating websites and like all that, like Tinder and all that. I never like I don't know. I just always been a person like, yo, why can't you just meet the person? Like, I don't know. That's just always been my flow. I'm just an outgoing person though, so like that's just me.
I mean, I feel like you shouldn't go in like trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you shouldn't go in with this person in mind as the person you're gonna end up with every single day.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you kind of should take it that serious though. That's how I look at it. Cause
that's.
I'm saying,
I think
that's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
way.
Next year I'm turning 30, so it's like I'm a, like just the date just sounds crazy.
That's how I look at it. Like I feel like, you know, like let's say just using that for an example, 20 to 30, like you should have had your fun. That's a decade of fun right there. Like you know what I mean, like
I mean, it also depends on your life too.
and some people just don't.
That's what I'm
not
saying.
even
Like
with the
that's
commitment.
what I'm saying.
And
Like
I get that.
If y'all been together for since high school, y'all break up late 20s. If you wanna have some fun, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
But my thing is like if you had your fun, you still trying to have your fun. Like now it's like I don't have a problem with that, but it's like when you gonna settle down,
right?
So It's like
But like how long is that having fun? Period.
Shit
depends on
whenever the person battery pack is, I guess.
Yeah.
But what if it?
But see, my thing is, at a certain point though, like I feel like as you get older, people aren't gonna be on the same type of time you're on. So therefore, you're gonna have to start to get more serious if you want to go on these dates. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't want to, but you gotta realize not everybody's on that time as they get older.
Yeah, I just and I think 30 is that sweet number where it's like, still have fun, but like date with intention though.
Shout out to Gabby.
I'm learning, shorty. But like, nah, for real, like, like you should be dating with intention at that point.
But I feel like people can be too intentional though.
Oh, for sure.
Like that goes back to our first topic.
It does.
Politics,
It does.
Just because we get older don't mean like we could. Like,
I ain't got time to waste time though. I gotta know. We 3 dates in, and next thing you know, I know you fucking. I don't know. You want to stay celibate or something till marriage, and I might not be on that time. I'm 3 dates in already. Like, what the fuck? I could have learned that first night. We'd have been though, like, oh yeah, that's a deal breaker.
I know people who's been in relationships forever, and they're just now getting out of relationships like this year, and it's like, yo, I could never imagine them broken up, and it's like now they're like, yo, what's up, like 40 years old. So it's like the 30-year-old. I'm like, okay, like I can see myself, not myself specifically, but I can see my peers like mingling, but like 40 years old and like out here trying to look for love. Like, where are you looking at? Like you looking at the bars. Like, where is the place to go to look for love? Social media, and it's crazy. The internet's taking over.
Internet been took over.
Hell yeah.
Internet, I say all the time, yo, the internet aged us, yo. Like we still young as fuck,
Hell
but like to the world, like you're unk.
Yeah, for sure. Like PC for PC. Nobody's if you're 2000 and younger, you're not gonna know that.
Yeah, that shit.
Or 2000.
Yeah.
I said younger.
I mean, yeah. 2000 and younger. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Younger than two. Yeah. But y'all not gonna get that PC for PC, like for like.
LMAS for rate.
Yeah. Put me as your top number one. You're number one.
Don't know nothing about that.
Damn, man. The internet, we came a long, and you gotta think, we grew up in a sweet period
We
of
did.
where we had both. Like, I remember riding my bike until the street
Yeah.
lights came on,
Mhm.
and then I remember the transition getting the PSP, and then online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
to switch the phone. You either on the phone or you're on the computer. I don't know if y'all remember that, but
Hell yeah.
that's where I come from. And then you start going on MySpace, and then phones start having the MySpace, and it's like I used to remember going to the library to get on MySpace.
Facts.
I had a library card just to get on MySpace. I didn't even care about no book. I wanted to get on MySpace.
I still got a phone.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure I still order them myself. That's
Yo,
a whole
real
nother
shit.
story.
I haven't been there since high school.
Yeah.
At that latest.
I would check that out. I would go to that to that library and check out your balance.
Yo,
Yeah, I know I got like a
That mean-
$30 balance.
Nah,
I'm
nah.
like,
if
so
I go there, it's like 75 cents. I'm walking
Yeah.
out, dog. like, yo, I'm serious, man.
Nah, but on some real, like, we literally have, like, we are the transition. Like, we are what are we, Gen Z?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
thought we were millennials.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no, we are millennials. We are millennials. Us millennials, we had the best of both worlds because we're still learning the technology. Like,
Yeah.
we're in it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know what we had when we had it back in the day.
Yeah, the kids now, they definitely harness this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
like
they
Kai.
taking it to another level.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like, even like you said, like with Kai and just like YouTube, like for
iCarly.
us, it was just fun. Like, even if you posted, it was for fun. It wasn't you're thinking business, branding, that like think about that shit back in
No,
the day.
Exactly.
I wish
Plinking.
we did. But yeah, like YouTube was just fun. Like
For sure. For
God,
sure.
it's a literal lucrative business.
Hell
Yeah.
Like it's your own network. That's how I look at it. When you have
Vine.
a channel, that's your own network.
Yeah,
You ain't no different from OWN and TBS and shit.
facts.
And
Subscribe to the YouTube, by the way.
Yeah.
Hit the like button.
Yeah.
Hit the like button. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's interesting though to think about, like our lives, and then like the younger generation, and then to think about our parents' generation. Like, yo, that it's just all
Yeah.
crazy. It's all like we can't really say. Because
Yeah.
if you're in your 20s and you're dating right now, like you probably just want to, like you said, just want to have fun. But
Mhm.
then 30s, you're like, okay, maybe I want to settle down. But if you're in your 40s and you're broken up right now, 9 times out of 10, you've been married your whole, 30s, and you want to have fun now again.
Right.
You want to relive something.
Your youth or whatever. You chasing something. Or
You're
whatever.
chasing something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I don't know.
So yeah, we're gonna move on to another topic. We're gonna talk about putting black kids into a predominantly white school. How do we feel about that?
I mean, I'm all about culture, and it's different cultures. So I would prefer something with a little diversity. I come from something with a lot of diversity,
Facts.
so I would prefer that. But like, I mean, at the end of the day, the way I look at it, it all depends on the kid, and it all depends on exactly what's the goal. So like, let's say this predominantly white school but it excels in academics, and your child wants to be a doctor or a lawyer. Well, I'm not gonna lie, you're going to that school that's great on academics, even if it's an all white school. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. But if you're just more or less just trying to like get into business or something like that, I mean, go to a regular school or whatever the case may be. It's I feel like a child's education should be catered on exactly what they have in mind that they want to do. Of course, you're not going to know for sure what you want to do at a young age, but you have an idea. I saw something, and it had a lot of perspective, and it's just about just parenting and shit like that. And he was like, I had an Indian friend, and he was like, yo, like our parents tell us like what we're gonna do, kind of thing. They help literally parent and guide us to whatever X field is or might be. It's not, oh, you just figure it out yourself. Because at the end of the day, we're all kids, even if you're knocking 30. So a lot of 30-year-olds that don't know what the fuck they want to do with themselves.
Facts.
Like, they're still a kid. Really? I feel like you're not really like an adult like that until you like 40. When it's like you damn near about to cross over. Like, and it's
Yeah,
like,
you
yo,
ain't
it's
that old.
it's getting, nigga, average lifespan is what, 75?
Yeah.
Nigga, 40,
35
you
years.
halfway there, bro. I feel
Yeah.
like that's when it's like, oh shit, it's a clock and it's ticking for me. For some people, I think that's when it happens.
I don't agree. I don't agree with the black kid in the white school because racism is crazy, bro.
Oh, it is.
Like I wouldn't want my child to endure that. Even though he could be a strong minded, it would probably build him like nah. Cause I've dealt with that, and I wasn't even in a racist school, and I was in a racist neighborhood growing up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I'm not rolling.
I mean, I feel like I'm not gonna purposely put my kids in a predominantly white school, but like if I live in the suburbs and the public school's predominantly white,
It is what it is at that point.
but like I'm not gonna like send them to a private school.
But as a parent, how do you prepare yourself for that? Cause
Shit, you can't.
you see what I'm saying?
I feel like just our last
That's
episode, we was kind of talking about that, like, or was it maybe through text? I don't remember. But like, just as a parent in general, you ain't prepared for shit, bro. I don't care if it's money, emotions, like you're not prepared, bro. Parenting that's a different job.
I'm just thinking like, how do you sit your son down, and when your son comes home crying, like, what does this N word mean? It's like, how do you break that down? You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be
I
100.
don't know. I feel like you gotta cross that bridge when you get there.
Okay.
I mean, if you know you're in that kind of area as a parent, because you know what kind of area you're in.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta kind of break it down for them early to prep them at least.
But how
you gotta
old?
prep.
How old?
As soon as they can understand, that depends on the child.
Okay.
Some kids understand that 4.
Yeah. But some
But
kids,
some kids don't understand till
oblivious.
7.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah, they called me this. Yeah, that's my nickname. But
It's
like,
like no, that's when you break it down.
Yeah.
You might even gotta like sound cliche, but might gotta show roots. You might gotta like show that, this is why that's not okay.
And then when they get older, you really break it down to them if they still don't understand.
so that's when you bring out My Friend Martin. You watch that with them. You guys remember My Friend
Oh
Martin?
yeah, that was my
I don't
shit.
remember that
The-
one.
the-
Oh,
it was the
my
cartoon
God.
where
Martin Luther King.
the kid
Oh,
that shit
Oh,
when he went
man,
on.
yeah, that's classic.
That was my
Oh,
shit.
man.
Yeah, that's classic. That's
I
classic.
don't know. I just
Am I too old? Am I
No.
showing my age?
I mean, I would have said Static Shock, but
Static.
Static
how's
Shock was
that?
my shit.
how was that?
Yeah, you're
That was
talking
my
about
shit.
racial injustice.
Exactly.
They talked about that in Static
Oh,
Shock.
well, he did. They did.
Not
But
only
say, let's not play that game. They
Not only-
definitely spoke on that on Static Shock.
not like My Friend Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not gonna purposely put my kids like in a private school.
Yeah.
That's predominantly white. Now, if they like play basket, like 'cause I know like how in sports, like private schools when it comes to sports, like
Yeah.
they're top tier. If they're that good at a sport and it makes sense for them to go there, I'll
Go
consider. But like,
I don't think so, man. I don't know. I look at things from a racist point of view.
I don't get me wrong, I get what you're saying, but like when it comes like to colleges and shit, like if you like sending your kid to a private school or a public school looks better to colleges and whatnot in terms of sports though. But that don't. But if they're like regular kids, I don't. Unless I live in the suburbs, I'm not going to purposely send my kids to a predominantly white school.
I'm not a fan of sheltering kids from reality. At the end of the day,
I mean,
at the end of the
like
day,
that.
that's how fucking reality. Like a white person might call you a nigga. Like not saying that is right,
Yeah,
but like yo, like listen,
it's traumatizing though. Like, why would you want you want kids to live off of trauma?
I want kids to live on whatever that's going to better them in their future.
And it's typically trauma. You usually go through trauma, and this is the reason why I am the way I am. Boom, this happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying kids have to have that moment for them to be somebody.
Well, I feel like yin and yang. Again, I'm real big on that. Like you gotta have balance. You can't have just all good in sunflowers because then you're gonna raise a brat. Like
yeah,
you gotta have some kind of whatever, like pain or whatever the case. You know, we just don't want it to be the hard shit, of course. But at the end of the day, this
The
thing
hard
called
shit. Yeah, it could be there.
yeah. But at the end of the day, this thing called life is a motherfucker. Like at a certain point, bro, man, losing my pop last year, I learned a lot, man. Like,
Yeah, R.I.P. man.
for sure. But it's like life will hit you in the face. So you gonna let it or you gonna hit back.
Yeah.
So in those situations, even though it's a fucked up situation, but hey, you gotta learn how to hit back. And this is how you hit back with your success. Like y'all ain't never see it was a judge. I guess they used to pick on Shorty in like elementary school or something. And he's looking at the judge that he was the one that was picking on Shorty, and now she's gotta sentence you because you're out here still fucking around.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah.
Life's a motherfucker. Like, think of that. The same kid used to shove Shorty in a locker. Now she like, yeah, I'm gonna give you 16 years. You ain't gonna be able to see your daughter graduate.
See, that's not fair. You're using the system to your advantage. I don't know.
I mean, it's not using the system to your advantage if you're a menace to society, is it?
Yeah, but it's vindictive though. Like how you said it was like that was vindictive. Like
That's
you're not
life. That's what I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
you.
I know. No, absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
life.
No, I agree with you 100%. It's all about relationships and what you do to people. I 1,000% agree. That's why I've been chilling.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel as though that kid in that white school, like I can see myself and I can hear them talking about me, and then I can hear the little things, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to go through that as a kid. Like me being a kid going through that every single day, like why do I have to go through that? You know what I mean? I don't care about my talent. Me personally, I'd probably I wouldn't give up basketball because they're bullying me so bad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now that hoop dream's out the door because the white kids keep blah 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 in them. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on how the situation goes. We don't never know.
Sticks and stones, man. I'm a true
See,
fan
I ain't saying
of
all
punching
that.
a motherfucker in the mouth.
Yeah.
At the same time. Like,
Yeah.
if it gets to a certain point to where it's now fucking up your character,
Yeah.
yo, maybe you gotta see that person.
But that
Also, I mean, and I'll listen, that's how I was just raised.
yeah, see me,
Like,
I used to get picked on and I would laugh and I'd go home and cry because I'm like, dang, they really don't mess with me in school, you know what I'm saying? But I would play it off. Like that was me as a kid. Like, what am I gonna fight you for because you're talking about me? Like, but I would go home, it's like you don't accept me. Like, you know what I mean? My buck teeth, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
My eyes are spread apart, 4 eyes. Like all those things as a kid was like but then I would go home and oh my gosh, like they don't really. So it's all that's how I see myself. Like if them white kids were talking about me, I know I would probably cry. Like me being a sensitive kid, I would cry. And it's like,
Can I ask you a question?
go ahead.
Did you have someone in your life though, or have that sense of confidence even maybe at that time?
Yeah.
Like that you knew you were enough regardless of whatever the fuck somebody said about whatever. Did you have that kind of support? Because I feel like that's also important.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like I had that support, but if I needed it, I could have went to it. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to involve like my mom, or I grew up with girls, my mom and my two sisters. So like the man in my life was my grandfather, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wasn't really around. And my uncle, shout out to my uncle, you know what I mean? He raised me basically. But I grew up around women, so like I got the emotional side. Like my mom crying, like I'm crying with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta cry alone. You know what I mean? I'm learning. Okay, women like flowers. Women want somebody who can cook. You know what I mean? Like I'm learning the women aspect of life. I never learned to when the bully's talking about me, punch him in his mouth, or when somebody's doing this, punch him. You know what I mean? I wasn't taught that way. It was just like I was just living and like learning from everybody else.
And what's going on? Okay.
Yeah, my sister, my older sister. Shout out to my older sister. Shout out to my little sister. Shout out to my mom. But my older sister, when she would get picked on or whatever, she would write poetry, and I feel like that's me watching that. That's why I started writing. You know what I'm saying? My little sister, she was writing too at some point, but then she stopped doing that. But like, writing became an outlet, and I found writing as the outlet. Like
That's
I
a
found
blessing.
that. Yeah.
That's a blessing.
So like me being a kid and those it's just traumatizing to me. It's just traumatizing. It makes me want to throw up thinking about it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like just coming from that. Just me personally.
I feel that.
Yeah, I respect it. I don't know. I just like I don't know. I see both sides. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
the parents, you gotta think about the parents. You're gonna have to deal with the parents, and what if the parents are even worse because they're the ones
They know better.
they're learning from.
Yo,
See? See?
Oh no, man.
Now you got to deal with the parents. It's just too much.
I just feel like it's one of those things where you gotta cross the bridge when you get there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I think it's an age thing. Like if they're old enough to understand what's going on, then they can go. But as a kid, like from like adolescent to teenager, I don't think so. But like from 14 up, 13 up, like you have a better understanding of like what's
going on.
Yeah, I mean, but like 12 younger, man, I don't know. I feel like that's just traumatizing to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can feel that though. Especially in some of these areas around here, it get a little weird. We just talked about the Paddock nigga, not to even give him light, but
yeah,
like it's
do people
it's just
still
out
go
here.
there?
I never.
Cause I work across the street from there. Like, I literally still see cars in that bitch. Blows my mind, but hey,
I never ate there, so it's like
the
I don't
waterway.
think I did either.
The waterway during COVID, that whole thing,
Oh,
that whole
that shit.
operation, social media.
Wait, what you mean?
they was
Did I
like
miss something?
it was during like the protest and whatnot,
Yeah.
and like the owner was on some shit like
Oh, for real.
Yeah,
So that's why that motherfucker closed down.
yeah. He said something about monkeys. Like there, I don't want monkeying around in there.
some shit like that.
Yeah, but he wasn't. It wasn't. I don't feel like it was intentionally racist, but like it was perceived racist. He was like something like monkeying around or something like that. It was something along the line. He's like, oh, we're monkeys.
Yeah.
Ban them. Like yeah, and then he sold it. It was just that fast too. Social media.
Yeah, I did feel like it was like definitely
No,
like
yeah.
gone abruptly. I was like, damn, like I thought
Yeah.
they was making money over there. Like,
They
what the fuck
were
happened?
everybody, and then one post. I don't want them monkeying around in there, blah blah blah, causing a ruckus. And it's like, what do you mean monkeying around? What do you
Yup,
mean,
it's a
y'all
wrap.
people?
It's up from there. Yep.
And it was during COVID when all that BLM,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
BLM. Yup.
yeah. I had to get the acronym like, but yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
that is crazy. The
Yeah,
power
fuck
of the
them both
internet.
for real. I ain't gonna lie. But that's whatever.
So
Whatever
yeah,
works.
this is a topic brought by Leak.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You said it wasn't selfish to want a kid when your finances are low.
You said that it wasn't?
No, you said that it. Yeah, you said it wasn't selfish
Yeah, I don't think it's selfish.
To
per
want a
se.
kid,
when your finances are low.
Listen, man. Like I said earlier, I feel like you're never really prepared to be a
You're
parent.
not.
yeah.
Now, don't, if you know you're just down out bad in life,
Exactly.
be responsible, of course. But,
But,
like, I feel like that's the obvious. But at the same time, like, I know plenty of great fathers that had not a dollar to their name when they had their first child.
But did they want the kid though? Like
You said, did they want
No, like no. Like, did they want kids when it happened?
I mean,
Like, if you
maybe
were to
not
ask
at
them,
that point in time, but of course
Exactly.
you want kids, yeah.
Yeah.
some people don't want kids, bro.
And that's fine. That's fine. But because I think now I think about it, you're right. If the post was homie wanted he was saying how bad he wanted to have basically a family,
Yeah,
but he feel like he financially just wasn't there yet,
Yeah.
kind of thing, right?
Yeah, and you were confused about that.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that because it's like money. One thing I learned about this parenting shit, money is really like 30% of it. Like you can finance everything, but if you're not there for the actual teachings, to tell your daughters they worth enough, that they're beautiful, that you love them and things like that, that shit matters, bro. For real, giving them flowers and like that type shit matters.
It
Not
matters.
just going in your pocket. Oh, you need a couple $100 for whatever. Like, nah.
But if you broke, does all that other shit matter?
Bro, that's for one. If you broke with kids, that's going to put a battery. It should put a battery in your back to get some money for sure.
It should, but
Because Lord knows when I use my life for an example. When we had Mel, I was broke as shit. But it put a battery in my back to figure the shit the fuck out.
yeah, I feel you.
So even if I don't necessarily have at the moment, she ain't gotta worry about for shit though.
Yeah.
Like, and you just gotta grow from there. And I've grew from there. It's just, it is what it is. Some of the, you know what I mean? Like, real life shit just happens, bro. It is what it is.
I don't know. I just can't say like somebody not wanting to have a kid just because their finances is like.
To me, that's crazy. 'Cause what if your finances never get there? maybe you need to have that kid for your finances
Oh
to
yeah, you
get
out of
there.
that's a risk.
Nah, like even what's his name? Not to put compare lives or whatever, but I think Elon was even saying the same shit. And he got like 13 kids or some shit.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, that when I start having kids, that's what it was like. Oh, I need to figure some shit out. That's how you get PayPal, X, SpaceX, and all the other good shit.
Wasn't he already
the
rich?
Boring Company.
Wasn't he already rich though?
Nah. From my knowledge, he
Yeah,
kind of
was.
get it for the
No,
mud.
no,
His
no,
people's had a
no,
couple of dollars.
no. His pops was like in like
Tech or some shit
nah,
early.
and diamonds, not some type of mineral. I think it was diamonds, South
Probably, yeah.
Africa. So yeah, he was up.
His people's, yeah. But we gonna say it like he ain't amassed his own wealth. He ain't like Trump. Trump literally had some inherited shit. Just real with it. Like
Yeah.
Like nah, like Elon, you say his dad's in the mineral business. This nigga in the tech business. That's two totally different industries.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I feel like people who want kids really can't have kids, and then people who don't want kids are the people who are having kids.
Facts.
So
That's a fact.
when I think about that, I think about my mom. You know what I mean? When she had me, we were in the shelter. You know what I mean? And then we had my little sister. It was like, how you have my little sister? You're in the shelter. Like, this is very irresponsible. But then it's like, she figured it out. You know what I'm saying? She figured it out. So
Having a kid
I mean,
do that.
don't get me
bro.
wrong. Like if you have a kid, you're gonna have to make some shit shake. I'm never
Yeah.
denying that. But I just feel like to actually want a kid, knowing that I gotta do a complete 180 on my life, I'm cool.
but some people do have the resources and like the mom, the parent. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, grandkids. You can always just dump them off there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No, I
know what you mean,
experience.
though.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know.
So
I get
like you could like, yeah, I want a kid, and then you don't even really see him. You just want to see him when you want to see him. It's like that's like the typical hood story almost.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Like I don't know. I guess like if you have, I guess for me, if you already have like the partner, so to speak, so I feel like that's the probably even more important.
No,
Is
of
do you have
course.
the right partner that's really gonna be behind, be beside you in this situation? Because it's a lot. But you have that, you have all of those pieces, but you just like, man, I ain't got 100K in the bank account. I don't want to have a kid yet.
100K.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 100K.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
what
I mean,
Like,
if that's your goal, that's your goal. But
that's kind of crazy to me to stop what you really want to do because of that. Like, what if you don't get there? What if from you having a kid, that's just putting a fire under your ass so you can get to where you gotta go?
I mean, I just feel like not being where you want to be at, and then using a kid to as your motivation is kind of crazy.
That's like God.
I'm not
like,
saying
yeah,
use
like-
it. I'm not saying
Yeah, like I'm just saying, yeah.
the motivation, man. I don't know.
It's mindset, bro. It's mindset. When you had kids,
I don't think-
shit change. For sure.
I just don't think so. I don't think you should have a kid if you're not financially stable. That's just you shouldn't be thinking about a kid.
Should have want to have a kid. Now, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, it happens, but you shouldn't want to. I don't think so. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
don't think that's
you know
responsible.
You kind of use exact like you're in the shelter and it's not getting better any way kind of form, but you're still like, oh, I want to have another baby. Yes, that's crazy. But
Yeah.
again, for the shit to kind of for fuck, shit happens when you fuck you make babies.
Yeah.
Like to be, oh my god, I don't have X amount. What am I gonna do? Like that's.
But sex in
crazy
a
to me.
shelter is crazy.
But you know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I get it.
That's crazy.
like you definitely should be worried about elevating your life when you at that point. But
I mean,
Yeah.
gotta get your rocks off though.
you know what I mean?
Yo, that's a classic.
So, yeah.
I was just saying, man.
Fuck
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get it.
All right.
Just don't let that shit stop you.
Nah.
My opinion.
So yeah. Last topic. So as you know, ironic, but LeBron James has a son in the NBA named Bronny.
Shout out to Bronny.
55th pick of the NBA draft last year. He's not doing too good in the NBA, but in the G League he's doing fantastic. A lot of people now have a spotlight on Bronny for whatever reason. I understand it, but y'all never cared about the second round pick.
Facts.
he confronted Stephen A. Smith, famous sports reporter,
Mm-hmm.
about Bronny
Mm-hmm.
because Stephen A. questioned Bron's parenting because he had him out there on the court where he should when he shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be honest. So, do we think Bron was in the wrong for doing that?
I think he was. I think he was
He
wrong.
was?
I think he was in the wrong setting. I don't think he should have did it there. When you know you got cameras on you, you guys are he just got the deal.
Yeah.
Stephen A. just got the deal. Come on, man. You guys just got Luca, all this buzz around you guys, and then you create this.
This moment, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like he should have just kept his mouth shut. Like everyone was saying, he said it to his mom when his mom was saying something. He said, "Yeah, shut your mouth," or something like that to his mom. So, yeah, and I think LeBron James, it's all just for shock value. It's all for shock value, revenue.
I think he's being a dad. I think that was
think
the
he's being a
instinct.
dad?
That was
No.
the instinct.
Yeah.
It's
But
all
at
revenue.
the same time,
Revenue.
It's definitely revenue based because I mean we're talking about it. That's going to bring the money
Everybody's
somehow.
talking about it.
Yeah.
But on top of that, just my overall thought, I feel like at the end of the day, folk gotta stop treating Bronny like he a little boy. Like he a grown ass man. He's getting NBA checks now. Like you're gonna get criticized.
Yeah.
You're in the NBA, the National Basketball Association. You're gonna get criticized. They're gonna praise you when you're doing great.
Yeah.
So do great if you want the praises.
Mhm.
But if you know what I'm saying, just kind of like
my
winging
thing
it,
is,
you
my
gonna
thing
get
is,
you gonna get them results.
my thing is though, like, I'm not saying Bron is right or wrong,
Mhm.
but like, my thing is, he did like question, like Stephen A. did question Bron's parenting, like on some like, are you being a good dad?
and that's
or
what,
something,
and
like-
that's the part.
No, 'cause
that
I ain't gonna
don't
lie.
like.
I saw
don't
that
like
game.
that part.
He was getting his ass whooped the whole game. I ain't gonna lie. He really shouldn't have been out there. But I'm not gonna
It's such
question
a
your
grown
parenting.
man.
I'm not gonna question your parenting because of that. But then it's like he's the only draft pick that people are talking about. That's the issue. Like,
My
yeah,
thing
he
is
got
he's a
picked.
grown ass man,
Bro,
Like,
bro. All right,
Who
so
else
bad.
do you know in the draft?
All right,
I mean-
all right. How do you feel about Zachary or Vistashare?
Wait, hold on, who?
How do you feel about the dude that got picked first?
I
What's
don't
your
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Exactly. How you feel about? All right. How you feel about Alex Sarr?
Shit, I don't even know
Dude
who
that
the
I
fuck
picked second.
is.
How you feel about Reed Shepard?
Yeah, I don't even know that.
How you feel about Jared? Damn.
Wait, hold, I think I
McCain.
know who you're talking
Jared
about on
McCain.
that one. He's a shooter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry McCain
Yeah,
is alright.
he's decent.
Yeah,
He's decent.
yeah,
I remember
beats his
him.
nails.
Yeah, we talked about him.
Yeah,
He-
but
he's
you know him.
actually nice.
You know him.
Yeah.
How you feel about him?
He's alright.
He's alright player. That paint the nail shit still a little. I mean, but we talked about that already.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I'm just saying. I just named 4 guys that got picked before Bron in the
Yeah,
first
facts.
round.
And folk ain't even talking
And
about
then,
him.
well, no, Jerry McCain.
But
my guy.
you have to think this is LeBron James.
I get
Jr.
that. I get that
Like
though.
that's the reason. It's the only reason.
I get that.
pretty
At the
much.
same time, though, it's like y'all ain't care about Nikola Jokic up until 2019. He got picked during a Taco Bell commercial.
Facts.
Y'all ain't care about Draymond Green until they won their first title for real.
And I bet you if Jordan's son, his oldest son, what was his oldest son, Jeffrey, if he would have made it to the league, he would have had the same scrutiny. Same
Probably
exact.
should.
Probably.
But he didn't make it that far.
He be off the
Right.
coke though, but
I mean, that's
a different.
that's
Well,
another.
one of them. I don't know
Yeah,
if
it's his
I think
Jeffrey.
that's yeah.
that's one of them.
Yeah, but I think that's just what I think.
Yeah, he's definitely getting the LeBron son treatment.
That's all it is. The shock factor, man. I don't. That's the only reason why.
Your dad did great things in his first year. What you
Yeah.
gonna do?
You gotta live
Yeah,
up
I
to
get all that.
expectation.
Yeah,
It's-
but
it's-
like,
that's a grown ass man.
Yeah, but
though.
my
he got
thing
his
is-
own path.
doesn't.
I will.
does.
He doesn't. He doesn't have a choice at this point.
I feel like
I don't think he
definitely
ever
got
had a choice. No,
I mean-
basketball, Lakers. You gotta be with your dad. You're not even taking the flights with your team. You're staying back. You're only playing home games.
shit. No, he was in Philly when he was getting his ass whooped.
See, but I'm just
Right.
saying, like the beginning of it all, he wasn't
Yeah.
taking flights with the team. It was
Right.
reported, and then you turned down the All-Star game, the rookie All-Star game. You turned that down. It's like all these things that you're doing. It's like it's bringing you attention. It's like things that aren't. You don't really think about it when you're a superstar. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's things that you want as a superstar, but you can't get. And I just feel like he has a roster spot that somebody else could have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's developing into the NBA. He's not
Yes.
the NBA player.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Like if he wasn't LeBron James Jr., he would have stayed another year in college. Because
Yeah.
even like I don't think he was ever ready. But he had the little heart condition and whatnot.
Yeah.
The heart.
From that alone, he should have stayed.
Yeah, like he should have stayed. But at the same time, I'll never be mad at a black man for getting some money. Never. I'll never be mad at that.
Hell no.
But
And that's kind of what I'm saying. Is like at the end of the day, like Bronny is a grown ass man now. He making his own decisions. Dad's not really. I mean, he might be holding his hand a little bit because he was same team, all that. We get the politics behind it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when he get on that floor, and it's
Yeah.
that 5-on-5 on that floor,
yeah.
Daddy not in that. Daddy's not on your performance sheet.
Dad,
It's Bronny.
Yeah, your
Like-
dad, Your dad's not daddy. It's LeBron James now.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
like,
what
bro,
I'm saying, like,
just keep it basketball. That's all. Just keep it
Basically,
basketball.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Just keep it basketball.
I'm kind of interested to see what Elijah Arena is gonna do.
Oh, he nice.
Kai and Anthony, like
Nice
those
too.
sons, you know, the Boozer twins. Like, I wonder what type of hate they're gonna get when they come to the league. Because you're going
Probably
to
the
get
same
it.
shit.
I don't know. Elijah Arenas. I don't know. He sent us under like public school or some shit. So
He did.
he should
nice
be.
too, I ain't
He should
gonna
be
lie.
all right.
Yeah.
Kyan should be all right.
But how do you
Carmelo's son
think-
nice too, for real.
He's the number one player on his team. How do you think Elijah's going to be when he's playing with other people like him?
I think because Gilbert said he sent him to that public school so he can get doubled and triple teamed. So when he plays the better players, they're only gonna guard him 1-on-1. So it's easier for him or something
to
like that.
navigate through that.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense.
It makes sense. I'm not a basketball player, so I don't see it that way. I just see it as like it's going to be hard for him to adjust. Like, you're that number one guy. You see the open pass. Like, you're so used to making the shots and you're so used to taking the double team. You got somebody open it right there. So it's like,
It's
I don't
the
know.
LaMelo effect when you think about it.
LaMelo?
LaMelo Ball, because what he went to the private school.
Yeah, with his
Then
brother.
when they figured college wasn't really gonna work out, they overseas. 18, you won't get that development with them boys. How they play ball over there.
They ain't get developed for over there.
He did what, like 2 years?
He was over there for like a year.
He was over there for a
I
year.
thought it was just a year. I thought it was 2
Something like
years.
that. It was just a year. And
That
then,
was a year.
And then LeVar started his own league and shit.
The JBL.
Oh, that's what it
Yeah.
was. Okay,
Shout
and then
to
that's when
LeVar
he
Ball.
went in.
Lost his foot.
Yeah,
Still be
shout out to
talking
Le-
shit. But,
Yo,
still be talking
yo,
shit.
that's dad on the internet, bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He caught that shit years ago. Motherfuckers like, oh, that motherfucker crazy, he weird, and everything he said, it fucking happened. Even to fucking Jello rapping. Like,
So what is that, manifestation, or is that God's plan?
bro, they put in the work. No, boy, I just told you the little nigga was playing
Yeah.
overseas.
Yeah.
When Jello got locked up and it was like, all right, basketball might not be working,
Yeah.
the nigga started rapping.
Power of the tongue. Because even when the basketball didn't work out, he started rapping and he made it. So,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
So, I mean, call it manifestation or whatever, but all I'm saying is you still got to put that work behind it so the
Still
shit
putting the
can work.
yeah.
You have to.
I like how that revolved back.
Yeah, facts. So yeah. So yeah, you got some stuff you want to promote?
Oh,
Talk
yeah,
about that?
man. Intimidation. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
a short film that I filmed with E Woods Productions, Etta J. Shout out to her.
Shout out to her, yeah.
Intimidation. It's going to be on my Instagram. And now I'm thinking about it. I'm going to put it on my Instagram, but it's on YouTube. Look it up. Intimidation, E Wood Productions. You guys are going to be seeing me more. I got a TikTok. San, the creator. I just created a TikTok. I'm going to be doing poetry. I'm a poet. I also do acting. I got a movie coming out. I'm an extra in a movie that's coming out soon. I don't know when it's coming out, but I've done that. I got open mics coming up. I got an open mic coming up tomorrow, March 13th. June, I'm going to be a featured poet. I don't know that location at the time. I don't know the address at the time, but
Right.
it's going to be on my Instagram. It's going to be on the flyer, everything.
Tell me your Instagram.
Instagram, Nasanj, Nasanj 1313.
Oh.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. It was nice
for
catching
sure.
up with you guys
No
too,
problem,
man.
no problem.
It's crazy.
Full circle.
Yeah, see, full circle.
All right, yo. What's your final thought?
And spread more love, not hate. Follow me all socials. That is just lead. Man, keep supporting. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all for it, for sure.
Basically, for me, follow the socials, GCC717 on X, Group Chat Chronicles 717 on TikTok, and Instagram. The Group Chat Chronicles on Facebook. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I would like to thank y'all for kicking it with us for however long we was here for. We out.
Peace.